You hear that? It's the sound of a new muffler.
There it is. New mufflers for the T28 right here,
That's
guys. There it is.
Feast your eyes. Give them a close up.
Yes. Close up. Extreme close up. Dun, dun, dun.
Whoa!
There it is. Check it out, guys.
Whoa!
Doesn't that look nice?
That's sexy.
That's what I'm talking about. That's all for the T28 from Legend Hobby, guys. This thing looks really nice. What we're doing right now actually is fitting the cowl, getting everything working good, and basically having to get a light off of that.
I was wondering if you had one.
Hey man, can I get a light?
Hey, Cheech.
Yeah, trying to get everything going right here and things hooked up like it should be. Having to, let's move this around, I guess, where they can see it better here.
Angle it.
Got to pick it up higher, so big.
Yeah, you scratch it. That's different. I scratch it. I get spanked.
Yeah, well, you know, it is a giant scale. All right, sit it how you want to. I was going to try to get this side so maybe we could get in here on these mufflers. So,
let's see if I can just...
and kind of what I'm doing here.
I don't know if they can see the bottom. You want to see the side?
Well, yeah, so they can see in here. I'm going to show you guys the cowl side that we have the one muffler on, because I have the other one off so you guys can see it up close and personal tonight, because I wanted you to really be able to get in here and look at it like so. Because I know you guys are waiting on those.
It's just tacked, right?
Hey, John, thanks, man. Killer, buddy. I appreciate that very much. That's nice of you, man. It all goes right back in here, guys. I can promise you. Let me grab the camera here, guys, and I'm going to try to get around here if at all possible. What's it hooked to? Let's see.
Probably have to. Let me get a little closer to you.
I'm hooked on something. Okay, so
let me bring it a little closer to you,
right,
and then you can stick it up the tailpipe.
I'm sticking it up. Okay, here it is right here. Come this way. Come this way. Come on. All
right, closer.
So there we go. Can you get in there? All right, cool. All right, so as you guys can see, we have the cowl. Trying to get the camera angle right for you. We have the cowl on with the mufflers, as you can see. So
just barely, yeah. It's not, everything's tacked, so it's not.
Yeah, I've got everything just taped up right now to get everything fitted right. But check that out, guys. That is looking awesome right there. How
sexy is that?
That looks really good. Get a smoke system on this thing.
Yeah, got a Cheech and Chong bong coming out.
Yeah, and it's going to look really good, guys. Also, what I'm working on here, in case any guys have any question, is the doors for the main landing gear. Now, we have these right here I already have attached. These are epoxied in. Everything's good there. These are the front landing gear doors. Now, with that, Tim, killing it, man. I appreciate it. Hey, buddy.
Everything's
awesome.
Just taped, right?
Hey, I like the raise, man. Go ahead and raise it on up. I love it. But these are the front gear doors. And as you can see, I do not have those epoxied in yet. Just tape. Everything's taped for fitment with the cowl. Now, if you guys get the JP gear, okay, you're going to have to extend your opening to where this servo and everything, as Thomas says, mass has got to have room to move. So that being the case, you've got to cut this opening big enough so when this gear extends, it kind of sits at an angle. All this can clear. But with that being said, this gives you a good ventilation hole. Why, Wayne?
Because if you don't manage your heat, the heat's going to manage you, and you ain't going to have no power on your airplane.
Exactly.
And then you're going to have to land it probably with the dead cylinder that's frozen. And then if you don't make the runway, that's a whole new fuselage or wing or vertical, and you're not going to be a happy man. So cool is your friend. Cool Hand Luke.
That's right.
How many eggs did he eat? Did he say he was going to eat in Cool Hand Luke?
Wasn't it 50?
A lot.
Yeah, I think it was 50.
That was a great movie.
It was a good movie. But yeah, so you cannot get this cowl on with the mufflers without this opening.
Yeah, you got to do this first.
So you got to cut your cowl. You got to get this opening right now. As far as you guys with the Sierra gear, I don't have a clue. I can't go there. I can't say. But I'm guessing you're still going to have some clearance. And
you know, I'm sure there is. You got to mod it.
Yeah, that's still going to be an issue. But the mufflers on here right now,
pretty cool,
are working great. Also, Wayne just had a great idea that we're going to do, and we are going to actually open this hole up right here.
Yeah, buddy.
To give us more cooling, and that'll look even better. That'll look even better.
Hot summer days with humidity.
Yeah,
you're going to need everything you can get to get it in and get it out.
That's right. So we're going to open this up as well to give us more cooling. Now, this is the twin 40, guys, as you can see. I've actually got the carburetor with a paper towel wrapped around it and some tape just to keep any debris from getting in it. This is the one muffler that we have on. As you can see where Wayne's hand is, the other one is not on, but it should fit perfectly. But this is really looking good here, guys. So we're excited about that and getting it done for you and trying to keep you guys up on what's going on so that you know, so that you don't have to guess for yourself. We're trying to keep everything going for you guys. That's why we keep talking about this every week, so that, you know, if you got any questions, hopefully we can answer them here for you. You guys can reach out. You can ask me, Thomas, Joe, Wayne, any of us, and we'll hopefully can answer the question for you on Messenger or whatever. So that's the plan anyway. So hope you guys can hear everything well tonight. I'm trying to get the camera set back right because I tweaked it a little bit. So with that, I keep saying so with that. I'm sure LA Jeff will point that out. So you still trying to light that? You need a little smoke to blow through, a little something.
What did you have in here?
Nothing.
Man, that smelled like a raccoon walked up in there and died.
Does it?
Take a smell.
I can't
nose
smell.
is plugged.
Yeah, I can't smell real good today.
Oh, well, trust me. It's rabbit.
Really?
It's rabbit butt.
Nice.
No. It
Not
smells like
nice?
a rabbit pellet.
Is it China?
No, it's not even
Vietnam?
that. No, it's some kind of like a
Vietnamese?
It's got something to do with it smells like the welding process or the TIG process, however they weld it. But
Could very
anyway,
well be.
It looks cool.
Yeah, these are going to make this, man. And put the smoke system on here. Wreckham Roy said, spark it up, Wayne. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. So with that, again, I say, we got something else to talk to you guys about tonight. If you saw the premiere that we put up earlier today, we've got a new sponsor. And we're very glad to have it because I said from day one that this beautiful airplane needed what we all love, lights. Got to have some lights, right?
It's got to have lights.
Every plane, especially a plane this big, you got to have lights. I mean, it just is what it is. So we had a awesome guy named Dave from davesrc.com, and he has got all kinds of electronics on his website, guys. If you've not been to his website, I put in the description today to definitely click on the links and check it out. He's got a lot of cool stuff, guys. I'm talking not only for gas planes, but for electric planes, also for your turbines. He's got a lot of cool stuff. But what we're talking about mainly here tonight is the lights for this right here, guys, because it's screaming for it. It's got to have it. It's going to come with everything from your landing lights, your cockpit light, your nav lights.
Don't we have a picture we can show them? I think, don't we have one in the chat? Let me see if I can bring it up.
Pull it up.
Hold on. Because I think well, how do I get back into where we were on the chat? Home?
To where you were on the chat?
Well, I put it into an archive. No, not where we are. My fault. No, I'm here on Messenger.
Oh,
I don't know either. Anyway, go ahead. I'll figure it out.
Okay, we'll just go to the website and click on the T28 lights. We'll show you some pictures in a second, guys. It comes with the control board. Now, the cool thing about these lights is it does not have to have a separate power supply. It can plug into your receiver. You can plug it in with a Y to your flap channel, your gear channel. But that's the cool thing. Now, with that being said, you can also, should you choose to have a separate pack, you can do that. He sells a separate board that will allow you to do that as well. So for any of you guys out there that want to have a separate battery for your lights, you can also work it with your transmitter. You can flip on what you want to flip on. You can make these like strobe. You can make them flash. You can make them do all kinds of really cool stuff. You can have it anyway. It's like Burger King. You can have it your way. Okay. Yeah. Isn't that nice?
I love the double whopper.
I'm telling you, man. And it's going to really, it's going to really make this plane come alive, especially in late afternoon flights, morning flights. You got to have lights on this airplane. So we're going to have them. Next week, Dave will be here and we will be showing you guys, because we'll have them in our hand in about 2 to 3 days. We'll be able to get these things worked up, plugged up, lit up, and we're going to have it lit up in here. And Wayne's going to get them so where you guys can see them. You can see what they look like, and we can show them right here for you. And Dave may have something going on for you guys next week. So if you're interested in these lights, then will be the time to get them, guys, because you know.
I got a picture of them.
Okay, yeah. So zoom in.
Ooh,
show.
Yeah, there you go.
Show the guests what we have here, man.
All right, I'm gonna have to cut us off the
Okay,
picture.
that's good. You could have slid it to the side.
Oh well.
Yeah, he's learning.
Let me in. Yeah, this high quality stuff. Check it. Look at that.
There you go. Check that out, guys.
Come on, my Ken Barbie.
There it is.
Yeah, this is all high quality.
Yeah,
he's got a Dave's RC circuit board. He's got all that high quality LEDs. He's got all the high quality wiring. Dave's got it going on.
Telling you, it's going to look nice.
Yeah, that's for the T28 too.
Yeah, that's for the T28. He's got them for your other planes. And hey, guys, he does custom. So if you have something specific that you want lights for, you don't have, he'll do custom work for you. And there's a place on his website in the menu that says custom service. You can go on there. You can reach out to Dave and let him know what you need.
Is Kenny here yet?
I don't know. I don't know if Kenny's here. Yeah, Kenny's here.
Well, I know what Kenny's going to ask. Does he do dolls? He doesn't do animatronics.
Oh, sorry, Kenny.
Okay, sorry, Kenny. You're just going to have to keep motoring along.
You're out
right.
Get
to the next school district and see if you can find someone else there.
Matter of fact, while we're at it, before we go any further.
Love you, Kenny.
Let's do a quick roll call for you guys and appreciate everyone that's here tonight. We have Mike Bird. I think he was first in the house. Of course, Wayne Schreiber, Ken Wade, Jeff in Lower Alabama. What's up, Jeff, my buddy? We have CVO Hobo. Good to see you here tonight, buddy. We have Bert Schreiber. Your sister's in the house.
Sister's in the house? That means my dad's watching too?
Yes. We have Scott Monarch. We have got, let's see, going to EQ. What's up, buddy? Good to see you tonight, man, as always. Let's see, going down the line here, making sure we got Ruff in the house. Happy birthday, Ruff. Happy birthday to you. Didn't know he was going to get all that tonight. Let's see, we've got John Holligan. How are you, man? Craig Beavan, of course, Mr. Two-Tot slinging around the money here tonight. He's probably
playing his
along with
saxophone.
John.
He's playing his saxophone.
Yeah, he's playing the saxophone.
And
between Tim and John, man, they're slinging around the cash. I love it, man. Let's see. We have Rob's RC is here tonight. Let's see. Mike Bird. We have got Philip Camp. Good to see you here tonight, Philip. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with us.
Tomorrow's Valentine's?
Tomorrow, yeah. You got your Valentine?
I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy her a set of new retracts.
A new, yes, that would be great.
Bet she would really like.
Or a new plane. Hey.
You know,
the company messed up, honey. Sorry, a plane came in.
Maybe we'll buy a Bolt 20 servo set.
There you go.
She would enjoy 20 servos, wouldn't she?
Yes.
I was going to buy her a shotgun and a bowling ball, but I did that last year.
Yeah, well, with your name on it.
Well, I had hers on there too, just in case she wanted to use it.
Okay.
But she was looking down the barrel like this.
Yeah.
So that's not how that works. I mean,
literally, yeah, exactly. We've got Kenny in the house. F you, Kenny. Good to have you here tonight, man, as always. Kenny's my buddy. Let's see, going on down. Let's see, of course, we got my mom in the house. Glad always
Mom's in the house. Hi, Mom.
Mom said tell her son hello.
I know. She's my East Coast mom since my mom passed at Christmas. Right.
Yeah.
Fun. So my dad's on the show somewhere. He's got to be on the show. I've seen him bathing in the sunshine over by the pool in California. They just got rid of the rain. You know, everything. Did you watch everything go down the hill?
Yes, I did.
And everything got flooded. Well, last time that happened was in the 80s. I remember because I was a kid and had my big Toyota with the big wheels going around playing and everything while everybody's car's washing down. I'm having a great time.
Making wake.
That's what I was doing.
We got David Yourself channel here tonight. Jared Kirby, man, always a pleasure to have you here, buddy.
Jared Kirby, you have to admit, Jared was the communications device. He was the medium that got us between.
I'm telling you, right? Yeah, Jared's the man. Special thanks to Jared for.
Did he get his white Zero?
I think last time he said that he was working on getting it. It was
I think it's saving money.
Saving up. Yeah, saving up.
Yeah, because they ain't cheap.
No, they're not cheap.
But they're good.
Yeah, exactly. Daggone right. They're good. Hey, Legend Hobby, what are you talking about, man?
All right.
So, yeah, guys. So, back to the T28 here. As you well know, we talked about last week with Sean from Scale RC Engines that he is in the process of making the 3D cockpits along with the radial for this airplane, which are going to look amazing. Cannot wait to get it. I've talked to him this week as well. He sent me more new pictures of which are looking amazing. You guys are going to be just like, wow. And you don't have to paint. You don't have to do anything. You just might have to do a slight bit of trimming. and you put them in and you're done. And it's going to look great. The radial is really going to set this thing apart and really just make it come alive. And two, if you guys have not ordered your little person here from Legend Hobby, you can get these with or without the moving head. I think the moving head, guys, like this one is the moving head. I believe this one is like 99 and the other one is like 75, somewhere in that neighborhood. But yeah, you can get these at Legend Hobby, and these are 10-inch, guys. Okay, the same pilot that works for the Sky Raider will work for this dude here. So it's the boy in the bubble. Bubble boy! It's the bubble boy!
That was a great movie. Wasn't that John Travolta in the original?
Well, no, that was what I'm talking about was Seinfeld. Bubble boy!
Oh, because they made the remake, and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, yeah.
Gyllenhaal
well, I remember.
Was the second one.
Yeah,
made it a comedy, but the first one was a real one.
Exactly.
There was a love affair.
Yes.
Oh, once you come out to the real world, I'll die. It doesn't matter. One time is all we need.
That's all. Yeah, that's it.
Hasn't he been in? He's been through what, 50 years of movies?
Yeah, yeah.
Because Grease was filmed right by my house, like 2 miles from my house. He had all the circus stuff set up. I didn't know what was going on at the time, but they were filming it in the 70s, you know, 75.
I saw that movie several times as a kid.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I've got the album soundtrack.
You probably got reel to reel. You probably got reel to reel, 8-track, cassette. Where we go from cassette to CD?
CD, yeah.
And then CD. Now we went to the Apple.
Well, yeah, the iPod.
So everything went solid state after that.
Yeah, and then you have your phone now. Everything's on your phone now. That's like when they tried to go from VHS to beta, and that didn't fly. And then they went to DVD. Then they went to Blu-ray DVD.
Yeah, I remember that. Remember the giant CD that you can get?
Oh, the laser disc. That was a laser disc.
You know who dictates who makes what? Hollywood dictates who makes what they want. If they don't want it, Hollywood says no. All the manufacturers go, wow, because they won't let them make it because they won't sell it for them.
Okay, all right. Well, that's figures.
It's a tough town. I don't care if you got a mini skirt or a mini cassette. It's a hard town.
Cassette.
It's a hard town. Don't go to West Hollywood. If you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to West Hollywood.
Jared Kirby says the T28 keeps looking better. Yeah, man, it is an awesome, fun build. We're getting it there. I've got pretty much all the servos in except for the throttle. Hadn't got that in yet. And as I said, I've got the main gear doors installed. I got to get the servos in for those. And the cowl, that's the main focus right now because, we want to get this motor running. All the wings are done. I've showed you guys those, so I won't bore you with that.
Oh, yeah. Remember what he said? You need to tell him about the epoxy of the...
Yes. Okay. So Thomas was speaking to us this morning, guys. Any of you that have this airplane, this is an important service announcement. All of your servo connect or trays where you put
plates that bolt in.
The plates where you put your screws in for your servos. Go in there and epoxy the joints where the little arms hold your servo in.
They look like they're all glued up, but I don't think they got the penetration. I think it's a little bit soluble. I don't know if it's a water-based, but get some good epoxy in there because one of the guys had one of their flap servos come loose. Well, you know what? If one flap's sticking down, what do you think?
You got a problem. Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah, so be sure to epoxy those connections.
Go back in there and do it. It won't take you 25 minutes to save your airplane. It'll save you from buying shorts that will be full of not good stuff. Because we've all been there.
Let's see, Jeff, did Sean tell you the engine is available for electric conversion yet? No, I've not heard from that yet. He will be talking more this week, probably next couple of days. I'll find out for you, Michael, I definitely will. And I'll be glad to shoot you a message and let you know. But I'm telling you, the radial for this thing is going to be beautiful. So I can't imagine the electric conversion wouldn't be any better. The cockpits, guys, let me just see something. Let me see something here. If I can show you this, the pictures that he sent me just the other day that are just incredible. Let's see if I can find them. Okay, so these are two of the latest that I've gotten from him, guys. I'm going to show you this. That is one of the side, what do you call it? I can't even think now.
Cockpit side panel.
Yeah, cockpit side panel. That's one of them. So if you notice all of the amazing details.
The details are really impressive.
He's also doing clear lenses to go over all of these.
Yeah, that's a good thing too.
This is the interior, guys. If I can clear that up and get it to focus properly. Give me a second here. We're working on it. Come on.
I know it just will not grab. That Canon Barbie camera, we got to upgrade someday.
Well, this isn't a bad camera, really. It's just holding something this close is hard. But
Well,
anyway,
I just talked to my son that works with Mr. Beast, and Jimmy's got a lens for one of the video cameras.
Yeah.
Just the lens is 60 grand.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Yeah, lenses are
Of
high
course,
dollar.
then again, when you have 200 million subscribers, you can afford a $60,000 lens. I can't afford a lens cap.
Let's see. Craig Beaven said, Jeff, since you're going gas, are you going to seal the bare wood in the gear bays? What do you think we should?
Well, let's see. Exhaust here. Yeah, I tend to think that this should be dry because this is going to come up and over the wing.
Yeah.
This isn't going to go below the wing.
It's going to go over the wing.
As you can see, that's how they painted it black because this is inverted.
Yeah.
But that's why they put that there. I don't think you're going to have a problem with that, but it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to do it, you're going to hurt it. And strengthen it too.
Well, and I'll tell you, you could probably go with some polyacrylic.
Yeah, that works pretty good too.
Yeah, just something to seal the wood if you choose.
Yeah,
I may do that,
so it doesn't
Craig.
absorb the oil.
Being that I am OCD as far as details go, I want it to be as nice looking and protected as I can. I actually wouldn't mind having the internal of the gear doors painted black, so that you don't see the wood, period.
I think it'd be kind of cool if you had smiley faces sticking at the bottom down there.
He would. Yeah, I may paint the interior of mine because I think they'd look better black. And even with the doors closed, you wouldn't see any wood kind of through any little cracks that you have. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to do just to go the extra distance. Because if you're going to put a 3D cockpit in here for scale,
oh, yeah,
you're going to put these awesome lights from Dave's RC in here.
Yeah.
Why not just do every detail? So I know I will. So, but yeah, so being the cockpit, also, this airplane has a light in the cockpit. So Dave has got the right color light. This plane comes with a light, but it's not the right color. So Dave has got it all figured out. It's going to look very scale. The lights, the landing lights, you can make these like strobe. You can make them blink. You can make them do whatever sequence you want, guys. So that's another cool thing. Is that he's already thought about all this and he's looked at the real planes and the scale planes to see what they do.
There's something else that you didn't think about. On those custom scale lighting sets that he has, you can use them at the bottom of one of the dancing poles. Oh. Yeah, because see, you can sit there right there and you can go like this and you can change it so the girl can go backward, forward, down, dollar thrower.
Always thinking.
I'm always thinking.
You got to love it. But yeah, so the lights are really going to add a lot to this plane. I mean, look, we watch video after video of all these guys up here flying foam jets, foam airplane. What's the number one thing that they all say? I wish they had lights. The lights aren't big enough. Well, guys, with this,
they'll be bright.
The lights are going to be big. They're going to be bright. Yeah,
these aren't these little ones that are like,
no.
The one. Well, let's see. The 1700's got little tiny ones. Isn't that a little tiny one up there?
We've got a light right here that comes with the plane. It's the one light that comes, but it's not the right color. So as I said, Dave,
is that the
this goes in the cockpit, yeah. So
that's 12 volt, right?
Runs off 12 that's volt. The big light. So Dave's lights are going to be like this, guys, and they're going to be bright. They're going to look good. That's a big light. You'll definitely be able to see them, and they're going to be the right color. And then landing lights too. And you can have them on your switch on your radio. So if you want to flip them off and on while you're flying, you can. If you don't want to run it all the time, you can cut them off. That's just going to be an awesome thing. But we will have them here this week. And next week, we're going to have Dave himself on the show. And we're going to have the lights lit up for you guys. So it's going to be lit. And we're going to have everything here to talk about. Plus, Dave will be here as well to tell you guys about other things that he offers on his website. Servo connectors, battery chargers, power supplies, all kinds of cool stuff, guys. Go to the website, check it out, definitely. And you'll like it. Yeah, there's the video. Yeah, look at that strobe, man.
That's what
that's the landing light. Yeah,
but that's just on one setting. You know how you got five,
you can change them all different ways.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's going to be awesome. Sean, what's up, buddy? Sean from Scale RC Engines is in the house, I see. Jeff, will that pilot fit in the cockpit? Yes, he does fit. Thomas has sent me several pictures of guys that have already gone with these. They look great. With that, you may need to boost your seat up just about 3/4 of an inch.
The Pilot needs a super
a little bit of lift.
a boost.
Yeah. So the seat that you're going to put in here, yeah, you might need to put a little piece of foam or something.
Really? Because it sits a little low?
Yeah, the seat sits right on the floor.
Do you have to cut it at the knees because there's no floor, or how does that work? Is it going to be a Lieutenant Dan driving?
I think his feet will go in there fine.
Okay.
And as we have talked to you guys about the gas tanks, what we've come up with and talking with Thomas, instead of using the factory tank, which is right here,
and it was doing it in reverse.
Yeah, we talked about doing it in reverse, and then you wouldn't barely have to cut the floor. But what we're thinking about doing now, and this is coming straight from Thomas, is we're probably going to go with 2 Dubro tanks, one for gas, one for the smoke, because we're going to have a smoke system on this thing, guys. It's got to have it.
Got to have a Cheech and Chong on board.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have the mufflers on this thing, the lights, the cockpit, you got to have smoke. The promo
video is cool, and they're going down the runway and hits a button.
Yeah, poof. Yeah, so yeah, we will probably not use this, and we will go with the Dubro tanks.
You're going to have 20 switches on this thing.
I got a 20-channel radio, so I'm good.
I have a problem with retracts and flap switches, let alone another
12. Well, but if my lights are on all the time,
yeah, I get it.
All I got to turn on is the smoke when I want it. You know,
you want to smoke when you want, smoke when you want, where you want, how you want.
You know, burn it down when you want to burn it down. You know,
when is the when's the time up for the delegated sending unit you have to have in your airplane? Isn't it like in March or something? You know, if you're not flying out of field. Yeah, if you're not flying at a field, you have to have that little unit in your...
Yes, which is a remote ID module.
And who's watching? I mean, who are they paying? Oh, look at some guy flying this way over there on the farm over there on 56th Street.
Go get him. Go get him.
Let me in.
Yeah, guys, if you join an AMA sanctioned field and you've got your...
You don't have to worry about
your AMA up to date, you don't have to worry about all this.
It's just if you're flying, I don't get it. In other words, don't go get the bad guy. Just... thumb screw the good guy that's been self-regulated for the last 100 years.
Exactly.
I don't get that.
But we all know, let's be honest now. Let's look at the elephant in the room. We all know, because all you guys that fly airplanes, and I know there's some that fly drones. I have a drone, but it's the drones that have caused this whole problem, guys.
Well, it's not really the drones, it's the individuals that own the drones.
Well, exactly. But
it's always mishandled. Like, it's the gun fault. You know what? A gun doesn't do anything to anybody until somebody picks it up and goes, what does this do?
Well, alcohol doesn't hurt anybody unless you get behind the wheel of the car when you're drinking it.
But plus, they call alcohol a disease, right?
Yeah.
You can go to any store and pick up a case of disease.
Exactly.
I'm going,
that's right.
How does that work?
Hey, right. Yeah. Well, because they can tax it.
Now you're getting to where the rubber meets the road. See, now he's...
But that's like going after the guy that made the gun, that made the ammunition for the gun.
Yeah, remember Napster, where you can get your music for free and then they put everybody in jail?
Yeah. And now if you subscribe, you can get it all for free.
Yeah, for $2.
Yeah, you just got to pay the money.
Yeah. They have to make an example of somebody. So the first guy flying their airplane without a transponder on it.
Yeah.
Guilty!
Let's see. Sean said, my brushless engine is on the way. I'm going with the 50cc Avalon equivalent. The prototype engine is doing is done and doing
just dialing in the
mount. I'll have the pre-order up this week for it. So that's awesome. Yeah. So that's for the electric, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So
because my brushless.
So Ryska, there answers your question from Sean about the electric stuff for you.
That's right. So your engine will be molded correctly for electric motor.
Yes.
50cc.
There you go, Michael. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah, that's cool. That's quick.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Sean's got some beautiful stuff over there, and it's looking incredible.
Pretty talented. You have to be pretty talented to put all that. In other words, it's one thing to have an idea, but can you put it through the keyboard and get that machine to do it for you?
Exactly. Yeah,
that's a whole different ballgame.
Well, and we've also got him, guys, working. He's actually looking at doing some Nerf whistles for your foam jets and things like that. I've got him looking at another thing for me in the works right now that you and I have talked about before. So if you got something custom, guys, that you want done, run it by him. You never know. He can get it done for you and get it in your hand and get you going, So, and the same way over at Dave's. I mean, Dave does custom work. So if you need some lights for a particular plane, Bill was saying today that he wants lights for his T-34. And I said, well, go to Dave's. Dave could make you some
lights. Is that the one you
lights.
converted to electric?
No, that's the Intruder.
That's right.
The T-34 is the one I totally recovered.
Okay.
The Mentor or whatever.
That's right. Yeah,
it's the Navy scheme. But he doesn't have lights on it. So I was telling Bill to go over and see Dave or talk to him or hit him up. And I'm sure Dave could make him some lights for that T-34. And guys, if you've got a plane that you really like, it's your favorite plane, talk to Sean. I'm sure he could make you a cockpit or a cowl. I mean, a radio or whatever you want, you know, for that particular plane. If you've got something in mind, you can give him the size, maybe send him some pictures. I think is what he was saying last week.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask. All somebody can do is say, hey man, I can't do it. Let's see, Jared Kirby, did you guys see where the new big gas replacement size badass brand brushless motors are available?
So they've gotten bigger, huh? So I know that they've done the smaller stuff. Probably have to like what?
Well, that's what we put in Bill's
Intruder. It goes good.
Yeah, we switched my friend Bill's Intruder over from gas per Wayne's numbers and measurements and figures to the badass motor. And let me tell you, it is badass. That plane,
I never got to see it fly.
Oh, it flies great, man.
I know you guys flew it and filmed it.
Plane flies great. It's beautiful. It's an old Intruder. I don't know if it was a pylon racer back in the day, but it's blue and white.
Yeah.
Beautiful airplane. And it was gas when he got it. Wouldn't run. And I said, hey, man, let me cut it.
Didn't you give it to me? And I went home, took it apart. And then I said, everything's so jacked up. You might as well just go electric.
Yeah.
Because I started working on that. And I go, man, problem. And I'm talking about Bill.
Yeah.
Bill, I love you. But I don't think glow engines are your thing. I think you like to plug it in.
He does. Yeah.
No, I like that too.
But now he flies a real jet.
Yeah. That's the funny part. You know, it's one thing to fly a real full scale anything.
Yeah.
Because you're inside it. You can feel it. You can watch your instruments in this. But to be on the ground in a fixed position and to see an airplane, you have to do everything by vision.
Yeah.
Oh, left, right, up, down. Is it going that way? Is it coming this way?
Yeah, right.
You can't tell. Especially at dawn, dusk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Hey, which way is it going? And don't ever fly your airplane with someone else's airplane that's the same. Because me and Marshall were flying F-15s from E-Flight.
Yes. And
we're going around doing circuits like this. Oh, isn't that neat? Oh, look at mine. Look at yours. Well, all of a sudden we come around. I see one go down like that. I said, hey, man, your airplane's going down. Your airplane's going down. He goes, that's your airplane. I was flying his airplane. We were both flying his airplane. You cannot blink.
No, you got to communicate if you're flying together.
And we couldn't find it for a week. And the farmer ran over it with his tractor tires. And I can tell that he backed up and he ran over it again because you can see him do this and then see him do that.
No.
He was just trying to piss me off. And on top of that, here's the topper. When he ran over it, both times, you know how the tread is really long on the big tractor tires, right? It's like this deep.
Yeah.
All the electronics and everything, the fuselage was in between the tread, and he didn't get it. He messed up the wings, but all the electronics were good. So he was really, well, you know how it is. I get it. He's a farmer. We're flyers. You know, can we all get along? I love to eat.
Yeah, well, true that. Yeah, got to have food.
If he doesn't have anybody to sell his food to, you know.
Yeah. So what did you do last Thursday?
I flew. It was awesome. I flew. Well, it's outside. I could show you. I got it. My hyper performance ramjet hull. I got almost. I bet you I probably picked up 1.5 pounds of thrust just by opening up the inlets. Got rid of the negative push from the atmosphere, from the suction underneath. So man, this thing. And on top of that, from takeoff, I can accelerate straight up out of sight with an old 4000 battery.
Wow.
I know, even Augie, it's his airplane. He gave me his airplane, but it's his. He goes, I never
I can hear that. Yeah, I can hear him saying that.
Matter of fact, Sunday was the meeting at the club.
Yeah.
So everybody's there, had a bunch of new members, and everybody's all happy. But the wind was just raging, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, it kind of calmed down a little bit. Everybody's getting their stuff out. Augie goes, hey, man. You're going to get the jet out? I said, you see the crosswind come out? You see how it's like 15 miles an hour?
Yeah. Everybody wants
I'm flying the Dorito.
Yeah.
The wingspan is this long, right?
Yeah.
You lean on the stick. It goes like a drill bit.
Yes.
Anyway, he goes, come on. Will you fly for me?
Yeah. Everybody wants
well, it is
yours.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, I took it out, man. It just goes right down the runway and it pops right off and just straight up out of sight. I don't know. Maybe you guys know of it. It's the Mirage.
The Mirage
from,
with the tiger face on the back of it.
It's free wing, right?
Yeah.
So it's from Motion.
Yep.
I did my little mod that I always do on top, get rid of the negative air pressure from the atmosphere and neutralize everything, and you get more thrust. straight up out of sight, right off takeoff. I don't know if anybody else can do that. Do you know anybody?
No. Well,
and it's all stock.
But tell them exactly what you do. You did it to the F-16.
Well, I can show you if you open up the door. I'll get it. It's right there.
Press the button over there. He did it to the F-16, the E-Flight, because we all know it can be a little lethargic on
Well,
grass.
the only problem is when you fly off a hard surface, it's not a big deal. But if you fly off grass with the tiny jet wheels, it's a huge deal. Add the moisture.
Yeah.
And it's almost impossible to get off stock.
Exactly. Here, I got it right here. Let's see. This is, there you go. Got to keep him straight. He's going to get the jet, so we can show you the mod that you guys can do too that will just wake these jets up. And it looks really nice. It's easy to do. Anybody can do it. And like I said, he did it to the E-Flight F-16 to give it a little more oomph. He did it to the F-5. And now he's done it to the Mirage. And I'm telling you guys, like you said, you're talking 1.5 pounds of thrust. I mean, that's a lot. Lyndon Stewart, what is the name of the Warbird behind you? This is actually the Legend Hobby Giant Scale T-28. And it's the one we've been working on for several weeks now. Let me shut this door back. So pardon the noise if you guys can hear it. This looks nice. I mean, Wayne does a phenomenal job on these. You did it to the F5 as well, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, F5.
And he also did it to the Hobby King F-16, the little 50 millimeter. It really woke it up.
Oh, yeah.
So check this out. Show them what you did.
All right. So this is the Motion 2000 Mirage, right?
Yep.
E-Flight, not E-Flight, but it's a freeway.
Okay.
Yeah. As you can see, you got a cheater hole here, right?
Okay. And on dry days where there's a lot of thatch, you know what happens to your cheaters on most of these guys.
They'll suck up a lot of stuff, but especially after they cut the grass. So this thing flies great by itself. It's not a problem. It goes and does its thing, right? Ooh, boy, but I'm telling you, it's a nervous Nelly because even with the stock setup throws, man, it was just horrible. I even reduced the stock setup throws to less than half of that. So I got maybe a 1/4 inch. And then it becomes controllable anyway. You know, the first flight, I'm like this, trying to get it to neutralize, and it won't because I got too much, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, if you fly off anything that's grass, the amount of, you just have all this friction.
FOD.
Plus the tiny wheels, and it's doing all this, and, you got all... You can almost go from one end of the field to the other, especially on a hot day in the summer.
Yeah, before it lifts off.
You'll hit the corn on the other side or the ditch on the other side. I know because I did it. And on top of that, we had a club member that was mocking me.
Mm-hmm.
He says, look at that. You can't get, that really set me off. So what I did was I went with that cheater hole right there. When it's sucking, like this on takeoff, it's creating a vacuum on the bottom, and down. The atmosphere is pushing down from the top. So what I did was I neutralized the problem, the threat. I neutralized it by adding these holes right here.
That's nice. That looks
and
good.
All it is just barely. We'll have to. Well, maybe you can get the camera in there to.
Let's get in there.
You can
show guys. Let me pull this in. I'm gonna bring you guys in so we can actually see.
There you go. I think you can get that. There you go.
And even seeing the cone on that EDF.
Yeah. So anyway, just by doing that, I know I picked up about 1 pound, 1.5 pounds. Of
course, you can see all the way
without even adding any weight. Actually, I took weight out, and structurally, it's fine. I went through everything, and I epoxy coated all the inlet. So what you do is you neutralize your negative effect of vacuum on the bottom, which keeps your airplane on the ground from rotating, and you add more thrust, and it becomes more neutral. And as it goes up, it literally excels and goes straight up out of faster than. It's just amazing that it actually, with it putting these holes here, the flight envelope changes, and it doesn't add any more speed. But I'd rather get off the ground every time that I want to get off the ground, when I want to get off the ground, rather than at the mercy of not having enough.
Yes.
Because I've done that so many times. But anyway, this mod here is awesome. Everybody's afraid to cut into their beautiful airplane, but I'd rather have.
But that looks factory, the way you painted it and everything. That looks custom. Hence the name, custom.
Yeah, that's custom. I guess
that is beautiful.
Custom.
I mean, even the lines you painted. I mean, dude, that looks like stickers and decals. I mean, it looks
decals.
Like it came that way, man. But look, he even painted the inside.
I even painted the inside. Yeah.
Look at there.
But it's amazing. It'll change. You don't have to worry about the hottest day. It'll get off the ground.
That's nice, man.
Up the tailpipe.
And like I said, you actually did that to the E-Flight F-16. You did it to the F-5.
F-5 made a huge difference.
Huge. I've seen it fly.
Huge. Yeah, you see me dork it too.
Yeah, I have, but
I don't
I've
know
seen
what
it fly,
happened.
and it flew like
It broke.
crazy. He was out running everything at the field.
But anyway, you do that mod, I guarantee this thing will take off anywhere at any time. And everybody go, whoa, what happened? What'd you do? Nothing, just cut a hole.
Just cut a couple of holes, and
that's up to you. You can do whatever you want. It's your airplane. I'm just trying to let you know what I did.
It's your plane. We're just helping you fly it. what's the old saying? I'm Jesse Waters. It's my world and whatever he says. Anyway, but yeah, so that is a mod, guys. That is incredible. I've seen it work. I've seen it. It's true. I mean, what it does for these jets. If you're having problems taking off, getting off the ground.
Yeah, it's just on the grass. You know, if you got like the grass doesn't get cut, oh, it's almost impossible to get. You know, the F-16s, so the 80 millimeter, 70 millimeter. You know how that tricycle landing gear on landing, it's always like this, it's like this, right? With that, it'll neutralize it. It'll help it rotate.
Makes sense.
You'll get more thrust. It ain't going to go any faster, but you'll be able to have more power.
Well, it's all about thrust getting off the ground, you know?
Thrust, we trust.
Yes, in thrust, we trust. Yeah, Mike Bird said, brilliant idea.
Brilliant. Well, it's not a new idea. I mean, they got blow-in doors from the 80s and this and that. But I noticed that they don't do it at the factory. You want to know why they don't do it at the factory? Because it just doesn't make it pretty.
I think it looks killer, though. It almost looks like a sports car now, man.
I would rather have something that doesn't.
It looks like a Formula One compared to a NASCAR. You know what I mean?
When it takes off, when you hit the throttle, you know how I have to pick up speed a little bit.
Yeah.
Not that thing.
Yeah,
dude, that thing when it wants the air, you have to have like double the intake for the swept area of the fan in order to really let it do its thing. So basically, you're starving it with those tiny little inlets.
Yep.
Creating a vacuum with that cheater hole on the bottom. So you got a negative, and that fixes your problem, and it turns it into a totally different.
And doesn't cost you one penny.
Doesn't cost you anything. A little time. You put on the 80s tunes. You get yourself a nice little X-Acto knife, and you just start going like this. It's a guess at first, and that's the other thing. Everybody today seems like they're afraid to cut something.
Jeff says those holes will increase drag.
Probably, but you know what? I can get off any airfield, anywhere, at any time.
Yeah.
You know, marriage sometimes creates drag.
Yeah. You know, hey.
Now you got.
You know.
There's a reason why everybody goes to Hooters.
For the chicken wings?
It's for the chicken wings.
Okay. All right.
Okay. We all know this.
Yeah. No, I mean, Jeff, of course it may create some drag, but if you're getting more thrust to get off the ground, hey, I'll take it all day long, man, especially if you're on a thick grass, nice grass field.
Yeah, because it makes all the difference. I would rather have an airplane that I can enjoy and I know it's going to get off the ground because I've gone all the way from this end to that end and it would not rotate.
I've seen the F-16 with everybody. I have one. And if you don't have the right CG on that thing, it will go forever.
Yeah, and that's with an old battery. I think that battery that I'm using in that, no, that's my battery, but I mean, it's 3-4 years old.
Yeah.
And it's only like a 60C. You know, they usually don't get anything above a 45 even if you're good. But you know, can you imagine if you put a what's that?
SMC.
But what's
even HRV? I mean,
the technology,
graphene.
The graphene. Yeah, that's what it was. You put the graphene in there, man, you get even more better performance. But stock. I haven't changed nothing. The motor's the same.
And it's got unlimited vertical too, man.
Unlimited. I mean, the owner, Augie, he just goes, I cannot believe it does that because he flew it before he gave it to me. And it's hot to handle, right? It's a nervous Nelly.
Yeah.
It's not fun. When you get done, you're stressed out getting it back on the ground. But once you get it tamed down, that little, you can rotate and go straight up. And he goes, I couldn't even see it when you got done climbing.
But this jet, now, if any of you guys own the Mirage, you'll know what I'm talking about. This jet, with the factory throws, it will spiral like a corkscrew on you guys. It's crazy.
Half of the factory throws is getting just semi-normal where you can control it.
Do you have any expo?
You know, I do expo, but I do it in a different way. I'll get that. Now, that's another subject.
Another day, another story.
But that, if you want more power, that's what you got to do. Yeah, angle is everything. You want the ram air effect. You got to slant everything down to the fan. No, just don't go cut a square.
Right, yeah.
Because you're going to have all that drag.
Yeah.
You've got to ram it all in. The tips of the blade is where you get your power. Just the tip. That's where you get all your power on your fan.
Roy says jets on grass are drag. Well, Roy, I mean, we've got a beautiful, like a fairway at our field, almost 100 foot.
It's a brown fairway right now.
It's like almost 1,000 feet by 100 feet. It's beautiful, and we roll it with a steamroller. We beat it down.
We're supposed to do it again before we do it.
We've got a beautiful field, man. It is super, super nice. And so typically when the grass is green and freshly cut, it's not a drag, man. Just about anything will take off from it, but certain jets, and the F-F-16 is one of them, with
the wheels are only an inch.
Yeah, they're this big around. I mean, so it's just, you know, it is what it is. Now you take my big EDF, such as the 90
that's
millimeters.
different.
Yeah, they take
You got
right
all
off.
that mass
The
flow. You got
Futura,
bigger wheels,
yeah.
but it is
Futura,
heavier.
yeah.
But
yeah.
nothing scales up linear. Everything's like an exponential. You got to.
Yeah.
Anyway, it works great.
That's right.
I
I mean, and your speed, could you tell the difference really in the speed?
I haven't been able to do anything because I've just only got 6 flights on it.
Yeah.
But every time it gets better and better and better and better because you get used to it. You know,
well,
it's like
and
dating.
It's a floater too.
Yeah, and it's a Dorito chip in the air.
It is.
It's literally a Dorito.
Uh-huh.
And you can't see this thing because of the front of the plane is the same thing as the sky, so all you see is the tail.
And Jeff, you know, talking about drag, he even flew it with the drop tanks on it and couldn't tell the difference.
Well, you know, the drop tanks did something funny to it. It didn't go any slower with the drop tanks, so I thought it was kind of weird. It didn't look like it was flying any slower. But the drop tanks, I'm guessing, are kind of like up a little bit in the front because I could not get enough down trim.
Huh.
It would just keep climbing with full trim down, all the way down. It would still keep climbing. I take them off, and then I'm not getting that. So I don't know. I haven't figured that out. But it looks sexy.
Must be the mass making it rise.
Yeah, I think the tanks are just a little bit up, a little bit. I don't know. Maybe if I put some in between.
They're perky, in other words.
But they look cool.
Well, if they're perky,
you got 2 party hats out there.
Yeah, I mean, if they're perky, they always look cool.
Well, you know what? I have a picture of it. Actually, I took a picture of it right here.
Kenny says, "Did you say you can get yourself off at any field?"
There we go. All of our normal guys are here.
There he is. F you, Kenny. Only Kenny thinks like that. You know, and Kenny, we don't have midgets at the field, so you know it is what it is. Sorry, buddy. Let's see. Who all we got in here now? I'm just checking. We have got almost 40 guys in here tonight, man, hanging out with us.
There you go. With the tanks on, it really looks pretty sexy right there. The tanks. Yeah, there you go. And it really does look better when you're flying in the air, but it does something to the trim, and it makes it go just a little bit, maybe a half a degree. You can feel it. It just starts to climb, and I got full down trim, and it won't.
Well, you're getting all that air under the perkiness, you know, so it just kind of lifts.
You know, that's a beautiful thing.
It is.
It is. You know? But when you fly it with the tanks,
I mean, if you don't have perky tanks and they're hanging down here, there's no air.
Those are called ski slopes and elephant ears.
There's no air can get under, you know, droopy tanks.
On top of that, it starts to sweat.
Exactly. And talking about drag.
And you talk about creating a lot of drag.
I mean, yeah, they're all flapping back here.
Well,
so
it depends on how fast you're
going. Lips RC, what's up, buddy? Good to have you here tonight, man. We're just hanging out talking about lights for the T28 that are coming this week. We'll show you those next week. We're talking about the awesomeness of the mufflers here.
Yeah, that's a nice looking muffler.
Those are super nice, man, and sticking out of the sides of that cowl. Yeah, I mean,
smoky.
Hey, you know, if you took this and you packed each one of the, just saying, he was trying to light it while it goes. So you know, hey,
mouthpiece exercises.
Yeah, Jeff. He said tanks add stability to some planes. They
some do, and some do just the opposite. They're like the Hawker Hunter.
Yeah.
They got big old long tanks out there, longer than that, and they work great. They don't create any weird anything. I know the guy was flying when I was at the field. He says, nothing, no problem, man. This is great. It's just, and then this other plane he had, I forgot which model it was. He put tanks on that, and man, it made it go all over the place like this. He says he never put them on again. So I don't know. Each one's different.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, the tank, all the ordnance on the on my A10 look amazing, and it flies great with it. But you got to carry a little more speed coming in because it does give you a lot more drag. You know, so that's something too. Let's see. Are those taped for smoking nipples? Whatever you need.
I have no idea.
Whatever you need. I mean, you know, you never know. I guess you can turn anything into a smoking apparatus if that's what you need to do with it.
It's possible.
Let's see. Let's see. Martini tanks point to the sky. Yes, they do. Let's see. Yeah. So you guys, you know, my mom's sitting here saying, hit the thumbs up button. If you hadn't done it, hit it. It shows us YouTube that you're liking what you see here. And we hope you do because you keep coming back. And we have a big crowd every week. And we're always showing you guys new stuff here. Always getting some great new sponsorships. And that we're super proud of, super humbled to have, such as Scale RC Engines, Legend Hobby, Dave's RC. I mean, guys, and we've also got something new coming from Hobby King. It'll be here soon. Did you see Jay flying the new FLIGJT?
Jay's RC?
Yeah.
From the north?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
You saw that.
I did, and I watched it. I don't know what happened. What did he do? Oh, wait. Didn't he try to see if it goes inverted?
Well, his girlfriend said, fly it inverted.
Oh, the girlfriend.
And so, or his wife. And so he rolls it over inverted.
Yeah.
And he lost.
I don't think he didn't realize how much drag I created.
Yeah. But he lost orientation.
That too. And you could see it went to go stall.
Yeah.
He caught it the first time.
Yeah,
the second time, no, he just couldn't get it back. You know, once you get in that depth.
Yeah.
Anybody ever seen an F4 flat spin to the earth? Literal.
Oh, yeah.
This thing is flying like a pancake. It's spinning literally like this as it's falling out of the sky. No matter if you get full up elevator, like anything, full throttle, afterburners, it will not come out.
My F4 went down like that on the maiden flight.
Yeah,
because the elevator servo, which was a single servo for a full flying stab on this plane, that was the Achilles on this plane. That's why I've upgraded to a high tech.
So did it stick in a certain place or just fail?
No, it failed. And so I had nothing and I was going up and all of a sudden it failed. And when it failed, the plane just went flat.
It does.
And it went all the way to the ground. It went all the way to the ground. And thank God it landed on a big thicket of thorns.
So it's
cushioned it. The gear were in. Nothing was hurt.
Wow.
And I had to dig my way in with a sling blade to get to it, probably about a quarter mile.
Ticks.
But I was just slinging. I put on long pants and boots, and I'm slinging a path to get to it. And I kept hitting the radio.
So you can find it.
So I could find it. And I finally found it.
So it compressed in so you couldn't see it.
Yeah, you couldn't see it. And it's camo too. So only way I could find it is to hear it. So I finally cut my way in. It was like going into Vietnam in the jungle, man. I'm having to sling. And
then it jumped up and bit me.
Yeah. So I found it and it was fine. I mean, and I switched out the servo to a high tech. Never had a problem since. I saw 2 other guys lose their F4.
Yeah, I saw a guy lose his Tom Cook. They had 2 OS91s with Ramtex, or were they? No, they were his own fans. They were the what's his fans? What do you call it?
OnlyFans.
No, he might have an OnlyFans. He'd be a shriveled fan. What did Tom Cook? Dynamax. So Tom Cook, I think that might have been him flying it, maybe not. But I remember I was at Byron Originals, if you guys remember from the 80s. This guy got himself into a flat spin. He had full throttle. I could see him going like this, flaps. He's trying to get everything to go, and it just went like this, straight down and pancake straight down. And it's the weirdest thing first time I've ever seen it. It is awesome. I mean, I felt bad for the guy that lost his airplane, but I've never seen anything aerodynamically not recovered. What's his name? The guy that first one that broke the speed of sound, Jaeger.
Yeah.
Did you know that the English were already there at the edge of going past the speed of sound with their pilot?
Really?
But the U.S. said, no, our pilot's going to do it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
You know, the politic crap that gets involved, the bureaucratic red tape.
Anyway. Yeah, you got to love it. It's what it is. But so, yeah, I mean, hopefully by the time you guys get back next week, as I said, we'll have the lights in hand for this beautiful T-28.
Yeah, it's supposed to be here in a couple of days, isn't it?
Yeah, a couple of days. I'll have more done with the cow. Wayne's got to made in the L19. It's all broke in. It's ready to go. The weather here in North Carolina has been windy as crap.
Yeah, weird. It was like up to 40 mile an hour today.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
We got a lot of rain this past weekend on Sunday night.
Saturday.
And go 49ers. And
what happened with that?
49ers are a comeback team after halftime, man. They've always been.
What happened? They didn't come back?
No, they did come back. No, not. I mean, the Chiefs came back.
Scared me there.
I mean, the Chiefs came back. Brain fart. Yeah, the Chiefs are a comeback team after halftime, and they came in hardcore and went over to overtime and got a final touchdown and won the game.
That's right.
And so Taylor Swift was not happy. Did you see the quarterback on the 49ers go up and bum rush the coach on the field and bump him? Like,
put me with that.
He was 300-some pound guy, and he's bumping the coach. Like,
that's not good. Don't they kick you out on college if you touch the ref?
Yeah. I mean, and he went over.
Think about it. We're paying, like $1 trillion.
Highest watched show since 1960-something when a man walked on the moon.
Really?
Yes.
Well, when you pay over $6,000 for the cheapest ticket, the most expensive seat was like over $44,000. Then in a booth, I think Kardashian paid $1 million to sit there and be bored. But all she has one endorsement gets $1 million back. You know how long it takes me to make $1 million? I mean, almost 2 weeks.
2 weeks, huh?
Yeah. Well, my 2 weeks are in dinosaur years, dog years. Anyway, it's a long time.
What's up, Brian Brody? Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Has he got that Gilmore thing going yet?
Yeah, he's been working on the Gilmore.
Where are you at? I mean, is it ready?
Yeah,
he's going electric, right? Everything's electric.
Yes, He's
going to do a 60, or are you doing a 50?
He's doing big.
He's going big.
He's going big.
You going cojones?
Yes, cojones.
You going 12 cell?
Cojones.
14 cell? 16 cell?
I think he's going 14.
I got a 24 cell ESC if you need it.
Wow, there
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
almost 100 volts. It only takes 55 volts, depending on the humidity, to kill a dude with
there you
direct
go,
current.
Brian, right here. Let's see. Lucky we have a foot of snow here, says Sean. No, you can keep that there, buddy. I think we had almost 60 here today, but high winds.
Yeah.
And by the weekend, it's supposed to be in the mid 50s, and then Monday in the 60s.
It's a little warmer
again.
than normal. I mean, you know, everybody's under the snow, so we're complaining about
wind. Yeah,
it's a give and take.
It's what it is.
It is what it is.
I don't like the wind, but anyway.
I don't like the cold.
I hate the cold. I'll take a rainy, warm day any day.
I'd rather have the wind on a warm day. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take rainy and warm versus windy and cold any day. Yeah, he said he's ready to maiden the Gilmore.
He is ready. So he's really been working on it.
Yeah. Well, he gets into it now. I'm gonna tell you.
He must tell the wife,
yeah,
I'm okay. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Can I come to the field with you?
I'm sure he's gonna have it woke because he wanted it fast. It's a racer. You know, it's got to be fast.
Right. I'm gonna have to get my GB up there.
Because
he's got the long, skinny one, right? I got the girth.
You got the goldfish.
He's got the
yes, exactly.
The worm.
That's right. Yeah. I'd love to get it on the show and let him show it to guys and talk about it and tell us if he found any situations that he had to get around or whatever. Because that's how we all learn. I mean, you know, if we can get people working on these planes and talk about them on here, then if you decide to get it and you have a problem, it's already been handled for you. You know,
that is nice to hang around somebody that's already been there, done that.
That's right. Exactly.
So there's always something you run into and knew something.
Yeah. Hey, Jared, thanks for coming, man. As always, a pleasure. Thank you so much for everything you do. And we'll see you next week, man. And be ready to see some lights because you're going to want some lights on some of your stuff. I know you are. So definitely check out davesrc.com. And if you hadn't got cockpits for your stuff, you guys want it or custom made, go over to Scale RC Engines and get you some and click that button, as I said. So, you know, Jeff, are those mufflers drilled or tapped for your smoke system? They are drilled. Well, the holes are drilled all the way through here.
Yeah, there's no nipple on there for, you have to install one as far as I know.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to install a smoke system, but, yeah, these have screws that run through. They're hex head screws, and they screw into the, basically into the engine, and so that's how they're mounted. So if you want a smoke system, I guess is what he's asking.
How do you? There's a nipple on there.
You can make a breath harp. You know, I don't know.
Be a breathalyzer.
Yeah, exactly, no doubt. So yeah, but they're nice guys, and Thomas is trying to get these things as quickly as he can for you guys that are waiting on them. So please be patient. We got several sets that he's sending out to us and some other people to try to get them on the plane so we can test everything for you guys, make sure everything fits nice, looks nice, the cowl works good. So they're coming and they're on the way. I think they're on the boat, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, Brian said that he'll be there because he got his tooth fixed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good deal.
Someone's getting things done.
Before
long, he'll be on one of those dating sites.
That's good.
And then you know what she's going to do? You ever heard of John Wayne Bobbitt losing a sausage?
Yeah.
Don't go on those websites.
Bobbitt. Yeah.
I think he tried. Didn't he try porn after he got it sewn back on?
Did he?
Yeah, I think he did.
Huh.
I don't think that worked out too well. I think it was the stitches.
You think he was?
It looked like what do you call the Herman Munster and the stitches?
Yeah.
I think he had his stitches around his. Oscar Mayer.
Oof. Eesh.
I don't think that sells.
Reckham Roy said Kenny needs a cowl. Well,
Kenny needs a cowl. He hasn't got his cowl yet?
I don't know.
They don't like you down there? Find another gear. Is it an automatic you drive or is it? No, there's no clutch on buses anymore, right?
Probably not. No, not. They're all.
You got to make it. See, everything today is made for
millennials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snowflakes.
Oh, yeah, my dryer don't work. I show up, it's not even plugged in the wall.
Look, I mean, if there was an apocalypse, they couldn't get into a damn stick shift.
You want to take over the world? Cut the electricity off.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll cut half of them out. They'll already commit suicide. You can't text my friend. Hello?
Yeah, I can't text. I can't do anything.
Maybe the greatest thing in the
world.
I
can't take a selfie.
Have you ever gone anywhere without your phone anymore? It is so freeing not to have this thing. I call it the anal chain.
It is. Yeah.
You just go, I don't know. Someone's calling me somewhere, but I don't hear it.
Yeah.
I'm at the gas station, enjoy a pretzel and sushi.
That's right.
Sushi, gas station sushi uses, especially when it's warm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Don't want it. No, thank you.
No cowl. He says no cowl. Well, take the one off your bus. You know how that one that pitches forward?
Yeah.
You ever check the oil in that thing? You let someone else do it.
So Kenny, did you get the China Lake scheme or did you get the red and white one? Just
Kenny
curious.
got the red and white one, right?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I thought he got China Lake, but I'm not sure. So, but those said everything's trying. Thomas is trying to get everything out as quickly as he can. So, and if you hadn't started on the plane, well, it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, so get the wings done first. That'll get you going. That'll give you plenty of time. And then you can start putting the tail on. That's fun. And you work your way to the nose, man. So start at the one end and work your way forward.
That's right.
So, Wayne, what's the size of the ESC you have?
On what?
That you said you had?
Oh, the 24 cell? That's that, what's that, Flyer RC or something? It's all Chinese, but they do high. I mean, you can get it way higher than that. It's a 24 cell, 24 cell.
Wow.
So that's almost 100 volts.
Damn.
Yeah. And you don't want to be near it when you arc that. You can weld. You can weld.
Jesus Christ.
But, so I have that. I've had it for a while. I tried it in something and it didn't quite work out. I fail more than I succeed, and it's just life.
Yeah, well,
now, if you can get 25% of everything to work you try, that's a high rate.
That's a good number, man. Yeah.
Well, no one wants to take a chance.
Right.
No one wants to be mocked. But
well, everybody wants to throw 6 screws.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Right.
You sit in the dugout, try to get a home run.
Yeah.
You can't.
No.
Now, when I go to the front plate and I want to hit a home run, I just go like this. Oh. Next.
Don't kill him. Kenny said he got the red and white cow. Well, have you reached out to Thomas? Have you asked him about it? Have you done anything to try to find out? I don't know. I'll see what I can do for you if you like, Kenny. Yeah, not a problem. That's a bonnet. He said.
That's pretty good. That's English. Aluminium.
Unglasses.
Is it aluminum or aluminium?
Aluminium. So anyway, guys, so yeah, I was telling you earlier, we've got something from Hobby King coming. They're coming out with a new Tundra, and they're working on that as well. So
this is version 2, I believe.
I think so.
Version 2, version 3.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll be coming soon, and so we'll have that here and be showing that to you guys along.
When's that supposed to be?
I don't know. I talked to Stuart a week ago.
Kenny said he has.
He has what?
Well, Kenny, when you send an email and you're asking and you want some help, you don't cuss at the people that you need the help from. Okay? You say, hi, this is Kenny, your local bus driver. I'm from Florida. I'm missing a cow. I really love your stuff. I love you, but I would really love to have a cow. I understand but if you're ready to fly tomorrow, I can understand your motor's already mounted, smoke systems in, tanks in, all the service wings done, retracts done. But chances are, I'm guessing you're not quite ready yet. But just having it there, I guess you would sleep better.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's a lampshade.
You can put a lampshade on.
Yeah, put a lamp, make a lamp for it.
Remember
something I need to do is make a lamp and put a really cool cowl on it. That would look cool.
That would look kind of cool.
Have it as a display. Might could sell those here. Who knows, man?
You could do that.
Would buy it, nose cone, whatever,
Grilling steak. Oh man. Talk about steak.
Well, Roy, you got enough for everybody? Well, Kenny, I mean, then you've got all the info, man. So
yeah, I don't know why. Does he not return the call, or?
I know he's been crazy busy. He was sick. He had a lot of stuff going on this weekend with his kids.
That's right.
Trying to get out, trying to get the muffler, trying to get the motors out. He had more motors come in. He was getting those sent out. So he's a busy man, guys. I mean, it is what it is. And I mean,
all right. So for this week, you guys, if you're hungry, you can guess what I had tonight. Oh, man. Talk about yum, 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 yum. You guys, guess where I was? Can you guess hold on a second. I'm trying. You got to get your face out of there.
I'm trying. I'm working on it.
Get your face out of the tots. Oh, it's too close. It won't engage. Anyway. Yeah, it was really, really good.
Really good.
Yeah, my youngest turned 26. My oldest is like 40. And, I feel like I'm 90.
Hey, Napoleon, you going to eat your tots?
Yeah. You going to eat your tots?
Let's see.
That's over 20 years old now.
Cool. Yeah, well, that's what I say. That's a good deal. So, guys, we're going to let you get out of here. It's late. We still got 35 guys hanging out here with us. Thanks, guys. I mean, we appreciate you. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. So, we just appreciate y'all coming and hanging out every week and watching what we do and hanging out, talking with us and keeping up on things and telling us things. And, if we can ever help you in any way, we will. That's what we like to do.
Yeah, he's got his credit card ready. Just Let them know what you need.
Yeah. Your sister said your oldest is 32. LOL.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, because she'll be 33 in March. Wow.
Yeah.
That seems like yesterday.
He's senile over here. So,
yeah.
you know.
Well, you know, diabetes type 3 is what creates Alzheimer's. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And you don't lose your memory. It messes up your access to your memory.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
do a little
research. He's
I mean, who knows?
full of that kind of
Who knows
knowledge.
who's lying, who's telling the truth? How would we know the difference?
Night, Ken. Take care. Prayers for your wife, buddy. Hope things get better for you too.
That is correct.
And guys, one more time, if you have not, please go over to davesrc.com. Check out all the navigation lights. If you're building this plane or any other plane, guys, get your lights, get your electronics, all kinds of cool stuff over there. He's a Futaba guy as well, so he can help you out with stuff with Futaba, like this guy.
30 years.
And also go to scalercengines.com.
Yes.
Check out Sean if you need something custom made. He can help you, and Dave can too, guys. Don't think, well, I don't see it on the site. Hit them up. Send them an email. They'll get back with you. I promise you. These guys are awesome. They love their clients. They'll get back to you, and they'll help you out any way you can. So with that being said, again, I say that. We appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for being here. Thanks for Wayne being here. Thanks, Mom. Thank all of you. And we hope you guys have a safe week. Get some flying done. If the weather's crap, well, build something, right?
Do something. Just sit there and watch TV.
Yeah.
You building something.
Click the button, buy something, get a gift. It's Valentine's Day. Treat yourself.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Who needs chocolate? I mean, you know, yeah, get something for yourself. Oh, it's chocolate servos. There you go.
Chocolate servos.
These were supposed to be chocolate, honey. I'm
How
sorry.
about some chocolate cylinders?
Yeah, that would work. Yeah.
With a couple of slugs?
Yeah.
Chocolate slugs?
I don't
know.
Yeah, that'll work. Anyway, all right, guys, have a great night. Take care. Be safe. If you do go out tomorrow night, be safe. I wouldn't, because it's going to be too crowded. Anyway, it's a gimmick, you know. We'll see you guys next week right here, and we'll have some exciting stuff. Dave from Dave's RC will be here to talk about the lights.
That's right.
And we may know more on the cockpits for you. So don't miss it, guys. We'll see you next week right here. Have a good week and be safe.